Okay, so we're going to play a different variation. This is the other main mode of the game where it's not case conference. This is group therapy. So the setup, as you can see, is a little bit different. Now, we're going to take this and do one of the sub-modes of group therapy, court-ordered mode. So what you can see is we've got 8 group members here in the group, but all you can see is the type. So you can kind of see their attitude or something about them. You have no idea, what they do or what their problem is. So what we'll do is we'll take turns going around. You can select any of them to work with. You lay them out in the middle, and then you try to use your tools to cure this client. Now, in court-ordered mode, when you make your roll, if you fail, they go over into the failure track. So in a game with 6 players, if there's 14 failures, then the clinic is out of business. Like the court says, hey, we're sending you people, they're coming back to jail, you're not doing your job. So it changes a little bit in terms of when you're using your tools. You want to get the cure, and so if you're stuck with one, say, I don't know what to do with this, you can reach out to other players to go, any ideas, for this, because although there is the competitive nature of who's going to be the psychotherapist, the winner, we definitely don't want these tracks to fill up, because then if they fill up, then no one wins. So the way we'll begin is let's all roll the dice, and the person that gets the highest number on the dice will go first. So I got 52.
You got 80.
So Sarah's in the lead. 24.
Oh, I didn't actually roll.
Oh,
Oh,
66.
okay, then you want to.
What'd you get, Dave?
52.
21.
Okay, so Dave is up first. Yeah, so you get to select any client, and once you either treat them or they fail, then they'll be replaced by a new client. And oh yeah, everyone needs tools. In this, what I want to do is take 5 tools,
Okay.
and but you can still only use 3.
Okay,
Okay,
5
you can still only use 3. This is another variant in the game design that gives you kind of more choice with the tools to work with. So Dave, you get first.
So should we go through and see what we have here as
So
far as
we got,
people?
we got someone that's creepy, someone that's forgetful, someone that's creative, someone that's worried, someone that's paranoid, someone that's confused, someone that's sinister, and someone that's shy. I'm going to take the sinister client, right? Okay, so, of course I would, right? A sinister British archaeologist. Yes, we'll steal from the people of Egypt. Those buggers. Uh-oh. Their family just performed an intervention, okay, because of, they have to wear clown makeup during sex.
Yeah, that would cause an intervention.
So that's
pretty intense.
I don't know what treatment center they send you to for that. That redefines foreplay, right?
Let's remember, this is court ordered, so it went wrong.
Yeah, it went real wrong. Oh, well, I got some things for clown. Okay, so first, I mean, if this guy has to wear something during sex, let's not make it clown makeup. We're going to step him down and then eventually wean him off things. We'll start with just maybe hopefully a good toupee, right? Okay, we don't have to do makeup. That comes off pretty easily. Let's see. This one's easy. So, sinister archaeologist. So he's plotting to steal things from other countries, which apparently the British are good for. Historically, okay, we're saying historically, right? I want to give him a 99-cent app that he can download to his smartphone and use, so okay, you can be relaxed, you don't have to take things from other people, you don't have to go through all these, you can really be yourself. This is not the way to get attention or to get published with your peers. That's all I've got, so unless people can help me with a box of crayons, a 10-foot pole, or something that starts with the letter X. Any one of these other tools. The pole would go good with the archaeologist, but I'm not sure what
Or
how it
you
would
do the
help
box
him.
of crayons. Couldn't you like?
Oh, he could make copies
Yeah,
of things,
that's
instead
it.
of stealing artifacts, he could make a
Draw
color.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Draw
you
them
can
out.
All right, thank you. So that's
Take
15.
rubbings, take rubbings.
Yeah.
Rubbing
Use the white crayon for something, right?
Yeah.
For once. Okay, so 65% chance, and no.
Oh,
yeah.
That did not work, and he, relapses and goes to jail.
Poor guy.
That's what you get for
So
stealing.
is this a -10 for each one?
No, it's just, this is the track, so if the track fills up,
You fill up both tracks?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the rules
Oh,
book,
yeah.
in the rules book, there's,
The orange one goes on.
the number of failures. I'll make it
Enthusiastic.
work. The number of failures changes depending on how many players you have, so less players, less tolerance.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the forgetful. So the forgetful client.
Or forgetful.
Heavy metal
Oh,
guitarist.
Oh, he's forgetting his riff. right?
Yeah. Has disturbing fantasies about throwing extra large fountain beverages at people while waiting for the bus.
So he's got the Slayer cranked up. His big gulp, yeah. Running blood.
People will be like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't remember.
Get in the pit.
Code red would be good for it.
Yeah, there we go. Do the do.
This card, man.
Well, we really need to do something about this guy. Obviously, what he needs to do is, go to the bank, get $1,000 in unmarked, non-sequential $20 bills. And instead of buying big gulps to throw at people, he should do something more charitable and maybe buy somebody a 17th century Persian rug, and just give it away for charity, and see what he can do with that. And make sure that the rug is the color yellow, and, cause it begins with the letter Y. And that's all I have for right now.
Okay, so we'll see if the cash in the rug can help him.
Can cure him of his ill.
And save people at the bus stop, right?
Yep.
50.
50, yeah.
Yay,
Yeah,
I
got it.
got it.
Good.
Yay.
There we go.
Right. That was good, that one worked.
For each one.
They're replaced,
Oh, it's
only
success.
one,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yes, okay.
they're replaced by an emasculated client.
I want the paranoid person.
All right, you want the paranoid, you need cards?
I need Yes.
Okay, so they are a paranoid secret shopper.
I hope they don't see me buying
That's
this.
another secret shopper too.
And in order to keep the demons away, they have to keep requesting a Braille menu at the drive-thru restaurant. Even though they're
Talk
not
about
blind.
OCD.
Yeah, even though they're not blind.
Braille.
Now, so we've got some demons, we got, yeah, because you gotta wonder about, like, if they're the paranoid secret shopper, like, are the plainclothes, like, security picking up on, why is this person, you know,
Right.
Do they know
acting weird in
that
aisle
it's a secret
4?
shopper?
Yeah.
Well, it could be a drive-through secret shopper.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Or HBO, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna first take away their gun. And they're not registered, so they're gonna carry pepper spray instead, so they don't hurt anybody. Cause I'm a little worried about that, especially since there's demons around. And make sure we don't shoot people instead of demons.
Karen Lynch moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them a bandana, so if they're feeling like they kinda wanna change their look a little bit and feel a little safer.
They can go with, like, the
Yeah,
Axl Rose
they
or
could-
something.
Yeah, yeah, or I was thinking,
Or a what,
what's his name
Sean?
that's bald underneath, the poison? the
Yeah,
lead
yeah,
singer?
yeah, that guy,
The
yeah.
Permanent bandana.
Bret Michaels.
on his
Bret
back.
Michaels.
Bret Michaels,
Or
yeah.
Hulk, yeah, well, Hulk rocks his
Yeah,
bald
oh, yeah,
too.
yeah.
And I think that I want them to feel what it's like to be in the upper hand. So So I want them to be stealing people's junk mail. Just to kind of empower them a little bit. It's harmless.
All right, 65% chance. And
And
7, yeah, you got it,
seven.
yeah. Success.
Good job.
Success, the junk mail.
That's a win-win, honestly.
Yeah,
yeah,
So
it is,
then
yeah.
having
Yeah.
a junk mail and.
Right.
I don't like,
They
yeah.
really just want to help
Community
society.
service right there.
Right.
They're replaced
I'll
by
take
someone
that.
who is discontent.
Well, I already knew I'm picking.
Yeah.
The creepy,
And-
the creepy guy,
Everyone,
right?
so we have creepy,
Yeah, I can get you.
Creepy?
we have a creepy oil company executive.
Oh, boy, there's not any of them.
Not that
Who
far
has,
fetched.
who has developed a tolerance to stealing windshields out of police vehicles.
Because windshields are probably made of oil in some way.
Yeah.
I know there's sand, right?
So you have to pull it down, yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take away his 50 feet of rope that he uses to pull
Oh, yeah,
out all
pull
the
it out.
windshields.
Yeah.
Because those things are pretty heavy. And seeing how he is a little creepy and he or she is an oil executive, we gotta keep him away from boobs or anything that.
Yeah.
So that'll bring down his creep factor.
Yeah,
And instead of stealing police vehicle windshields, we're gonna have him, similar to the other client, go to the bowling alley, but they're gonna steal bowling pins.
Oh, yeah. Be a
Double
lesser
crime.
offense.
Yeah.
That'd be a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
63.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey, all right.
That one was
Clinic is
close.
in-
I just picture
Very
like
close.
Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. That's all that I see is just him.
Alright, I'm pretty
You're
sure.
actually doing good. I'm the only one that's failed.
It's a sinister person, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, That was,
Alright, I gotta take the emasculated one.
Okay, emasculated.
just how you like them.
Just how I like it. Emasculated repo man. This is gonna be great.
Oh.
Their spouse said,
Stop.
stop donating inappropriate materials to charity or get out.
Wow.
Which just
Yeah.
makes kind of sense, because the repo man, he's probably got all sorts of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Alright. So he's emasculated, and that's probably a problem for him as a repo man, because how is he gonna feel tough,
Yeah.
you know, repoing cars, which is probably why he's donating inappropriate materials to charity. So I'm gonna give him some hairy balls. So he can feel a little bit more manly.
It might work, you know?
And an air horn, because that's something that, you know, he can make a lot of noise with his hairy balls, he'll feel really good about himself.
On the freeway.
And someone else's wallet, so he can pretend to be somebody else.
There you
Yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
working
All
with.
right, so you got
65.
65.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
that failed.
Hairy balls failed. Darn.
I don't know how.
Right, I thought it was a pretty good treatment.
It
Appreciate those in
was.
jail,
Well, he's emasculated in jail now, so.
Yeah.
Evidently, the thrift store pressed charges. when
Yeah,
they got him.
exactly. Yeah, the Salvation Army.
Let's see, I think I'm going to pick, let's see, let's try the
Be
Apologetic.
Okay. I'm
So we-
sorry.
Yeah, so we have an overly apologetic brain surgeon.
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
was good.
You can't speak anymore.
They can only be sexually aroused by
Uh-oh.
developing stress-related
Hemorrhoids.
hemorrhoids.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this is very.
Okay, that was weird.
There's so much in text.
Are they
It could be
Let's not
anything.
forget, this is court ordered.
Yeah.
So, what did they do?
To get on probation.
Giving
Yeah.
them to other people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
That's why he's apologizing so much.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
Too many people
I'm so
stressed
sorry.
related hemorrhoids.
I mixed the
And
ends
that's
up.
up to-
The surgery. Yeah.
It was brain surgery, I thought you said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mixed up.
Well, I just think, you know, his problems are so vast at this point
Yeah.
that he just
Yeah.
needs to develop a jingle because it starts with the letter J. A jingle using a English-French dictionary about a fruit pie. And I think that if he does it and uses it as a mantra, I think that should relax him and get him to stop the, you know, just developing these stress.
Yes,
And
definitely
it's just-
sexually aroused about it.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, that's just not a good path to be on. All right, so that's gonna be
It could be a
65.
sexy jingle.
It
Yeah.
could be, that's
Some
why
saxophone
English,
in there.
French,
Right.
yeah,
Right, yeah,
there
you
you
could
go.
George Michael.
Really romantic.
61,
oh,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
made
barely,
it.
barely.
Fetish. It could be a whole new fetish.
There
It
you
could
go.
Go from hemorrhoids to apple pie.
And it, yeah, and
About the
it
same
works.
consistency.
Now it's not gonna
No.
be so painful.
He didn't have to go there.
Condescending.
Oh, condescending,
Oh, I think
treacherous, what do we got
I
on
know.
there? Creative.
I know.
Yeah, I really am
Treacherous.
curious. This person is a treacherous gardener, and they blacked out from drinking, and when they came to, they were falling without being able to get up.
That seems like a rather normal problem.
For a drunkard.
Treacherous gardener.
But they're treacherous.
So
Yeah.
it's like mountainside gardening or
Volcano gardening.
Well, they're drunk, they think that
Yeah.
Oh my God,
they're on a
like
mountain.
nothing for this person.
Treacherous, they could put like booby traps in the bushes
Yeah.
or something, you know,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
or put
Trip
dead
wires,
bodies.
yeah.
Don't fall on daisies.
That could be why they're not getting up. They're tripping over
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah, they get
straps.
up, yeah.
Their own things. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm thinking maybe they could start engaging in, I'm really into child work today.
Mhm, yeah, yeah.
That they could get a mousetrap
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah,
play with
yeah.
that a little bit, and maybe with real mice if they want. Nobody has to get hurt. But just so they could have a little bit more of their treachery that they like to impose on the world. I'm going to send them to a metal concert in Norway
Ooh.
and let them get real treacherous.
Yeah.
Get pummeled a little bit,
Yeah.
give them what they're really craving. And then maybe some tissue for all the blood that's gonna be all over them. We're always done.
Go death clock with it.
Yeah, death clock.
Yay!
Yeah,
Oh,
very
so-
good, very good.
Fine.
What do we got here? Smooth talking, overly
Fixes
dramatic,
it.
enthusiastic,
You're
clingy,
Clingy.
clingy.
Why not?
They're in therapy for a long time, right?
Yeah, they need to be.
Yeah.
So we have clingy customer service representative.
That's the first you don't
Say
want to.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's being sued for failing a urine drug screen, quite spectacularly.
So,
Okay.
so where would he be a customer service representative where a drug screen would be pretty important?
Workaholics. that's
Government?
Yeah, government.
Insurance, maybe.
What's that, Halliburton? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a contractor.
People that make the tap drones.
Right.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Pharmaceutical
And
company.
his
Yeah.
name is Andy. Clingy, yeah, but I need you.
See, the reason they failed their drug test is because they were smoking a lot of hash.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So we really need to get that out of their system and take away the pipe. and smoke out of them. Let's see.
It could be
and-
Xbox Live customer support right here.
Yeah, really. And I could use some help. I have a parachute,
Okay.
an autographed picture of a
Movie star?
of a
Yeah, you
TV or
decide
movie
the
star, and then
personalization.
something that rhymes with cord.
Reagan's Hugs Not Drugs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Or
Oh.
say no to drugs, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
This
just to
one?
remind him,
Yeah,
like, put
just
it in his
picture of
cubicle.
Reagan. Yeah,
Reagan,
all right,
Hugs
so
Not
Reagan.
Drugs.
All right,
Sweet.
there you go.
Just
Yeah.
say no.
Nice.
Just say no, yeah.
Just say
So I have, what, 70?
Yeah,
Yeah.
70.
Oh,
no.
Reagan didn't fix it.
No.
I met him
Go
there.
over here then.
Yeah,
Failed another drug test and he went to
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah, one cell's full.
I'll take this.
Yeah, look at the cell. You got the sinister, the
Oh, no.
emasculated, the discontent, and the clean person.
So we're doing good. We've got
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Diabolical.
Who's gonna be running that cell block?
Yeah.
The archaeologist.
All right, I'm gonna go with the smooth talking.
Smooth talking.
Smooth talking, roller derby queen.
Like that
Just
goes.
got off probation for enrolling in truck driving school so they can jackknife a training vehicle.
That does seem kind of fun.
It does seem kind of fun.
I mean, we're covered for any circumstance. It's like being on big roller skates, right?
Need for speed.
So I feel like we need to slow her down, so we're gonna give her a minivan, which is something that rhymes with van,
Yep.
so she can go a little slower, because she needs to chill out
I
there.
can't jackknife that either.
No, she can't definitely go a minivan. A backpack full of gummy bears, because who doesn't love gummy bears, right? So that's gonna be great for her. Smooth talking, I think she needs a little baby oil to rub on herself.
That could be good in her job, too.
Slow minivan gummy bears, that's where we're going. All right.
What do you got?
Uh,
Oh, nice
50,
70.
60, 70, yeah. 92.
Oh,
Goodness gracious.
that works.
Another one